I thought this man was about to say aliens or something.
I thought he was going to blame Biden.
Oprah Winfrey caused the Maui fires.
Why is that?
I have proof.
Which one of y'all doing it?
Oh, I thought.
What's going on? You tuned in with the freshest crew, back with another episode of the All Points Podcast. We're running a little scarce today. So let me just kick things off. This is Sam, aka Scarcity.
This is Tim on the furniture. They let me on the couch again, y'all.
And this is Kyle.
And I'm feeling a little lonely. I'm just sitting over here on this triple wide couch all alone. I'm feeling luxurious. Like I could probably just bust it open real quick, but I won't do that because that'll get us demonetized on YouTube.
We're not keeping track. You can do whatever you want.
Fans though.
Yes, stay tuned in for the All Points OnlyFans.
No.
It's just Jonathan's feet right now.
That's so in character. So how y'all doing? How y'all been this last few days?
I ain't been too bad. Just been busy, man. Just busy. Ain't really had a lot of time for myself, but I'm gonna try to turn that around tonight. How about y'all?
Same. Busy in all directions. Every job I have, it feels like I'm doing something. So, yes, and the stuff came in to finish the studio, but I haven't started yet, as you can see. But just be on the lookout. Hopefully, in the next couple of days, this area looks different, but no promises this week.
Yeah, be on the lookout. That means go to the YouTube and watch the episodes, chumps.
Exactly.
Yeah, chumps.
We got all the episodes up.
All of them.
Except for the last two.
Man. Shout out to Kyle for that. Good,
right?
Good job.
He out here doing his thing, man.
Don't shout me out because it was something that needed to be done a long time ago, and I was dragging my feet.
Yeah, but you did it.
I did do it.
So
it was a burden that has been lifted for now, and I'm slowly building it back up. So I don't know why. I'm just busy.
Okay.
See, you've been getting real active, dropping all kinds of stuff on social medias and everything. I saw you drop the song that you did there. I was listening to it in the video. That video had me cracking up at the end, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, I dropped a lot of music over last week. That was my focus for that week, was music. So
only one music video though, right? For GOML.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
There's one music video.
GOML 2, my bad.
There was planned for more, but
just didn't work out.
Life happened. So, but I figured,
man, life sucks.
I've been sitting on that video for like a year, maybe a year and a half. So it's been done for a while, but got a lot of support. The people who did watch it, so that was nice. Did it make me want to start doing music again? Nah, it didn't. But who knows?
But you put to be continued.
I know, because it was supposed to be part of a trilogy. It was a 3-part video.
Who are you, Kid Cudi?
But it was that was actually the middle video.
Well, yeah, it was number 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
So
you might as well knock it out, man. 2023, you got new stuff. You got a whole new armada of resources that you can use for it now.
As much as I love that project, Sofa King, I'm kind of over it.
That's fair.
Because it was years in the making, like literally years in the making. As soon as we got done with, I want to say, Who Got Next, Final Four, like I started working on those songs. And some of the songs on that album, on that mixtape, was leftover tracks from Who Got Next, or it's tracks that they didn't want on Who Got Next. So I was literally working on that for over 10 years. Yeah. So
that's crazy.
See, I still need to go in the archives and listen to more of the Final Four music. I ain't heard enough of it.
I mean, can.
The titular track, Who Got Next?
Who Got Tits?
Is It's pretty fucking gas.
Pretty gas.
Everybody,
alright.
everybody brought it.
It's
Oh,
all right.
man. I'm trying to hype you up, and you know, it's all right, but you know, whatever.
Nah.
Fine. Yeah, I have a guy, you know, probably EP dropping here pretty soon. Who gives a fuck?
No, I care.
Yeah,
'Cause-
sure.
I don't. I'm tired of you white rappers.
Yeah, me too. I'm fucking sick of it.
No,
You know I'm a listen,
That's
Sam.
why I don't like dropping anything.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Did you? Well, I'm not.
No, it's here. What's up?
So like in every video that I dropped, every song that I released, I had like a long description in the YouTube, basically giving the background behind the song. It's like kind of my own storytellers. And I gave you props on the song that we did, the Cream song.
That was my first song back
I put that in the
after
description.
many
I
years.
said that was one of his first songs, and he worked so hard on it, and he beat himself up
Yeah, I hate it.
for it. Yeah,
I
know.
don't like it.
But that's why I put it out, because I was like, I gotta tell this story.
But you know, I appreciate the props.
I'm looking forward to your E EP.
I think you'll like it. It's definitely a sign of progress. I'll say that.
See, I like what you guys got going on there. I ain't even gonna lie. Y'all kind of inspired me to potentially try my hand at writing a song there. There's a story I've always wanted to tell in a song, like a motivational music kind of thing there, but I just am like, I don't have the resources to make like a beat, do any of that stuff there. But I'm just like, you know, I know some people that know a little more now that I can ask questions to, and this is like, maybe I can finally make this song. Maybe I'll find. I ain't gonna sing it, obviously, but because I can't hold a tune worth a damn. Can hold a fork, not a tune. But yeah, a little bit, just kind of like one of those, not an autobiographical, but like one of those. You know, this is what I went through. This is how I got through. You can do it too, kind of things there. So
Look at me, he's already rhyming.
I wasn't trying to do that.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
We didn't ask how you're doing, Sam. How are you doing?
I'm just busy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the same shit as y'all. Just working.
yeah.
Bunch of OT. Couldn't work on the fucking EP for 3 weeks because my partner on the album did not have his phone for 3 weeks. But, you know, it's whatever. We're going to get back to it, and hopefully we'll finish that
Did
out.
he like save stuff on his phone, or like what? Why couldn't he work on it?
Well, number one, he didn't have the money to repair his phone. And then when he finally got a temporary replacement phone, Google was like jerking him around trying to get him signed back into his account because that was the only device he was signed into with that email. And so, yeah, it was a pain in the ass for him to get back into his notes.
Oh, that's where his lyrics was at.
It's all on the cloud.
Oh,
So-
okay, I get
God, man, so I tell you, it's one thing I don't miss about T-Mobile, when people couldn't get into their Google accounts and they mad because you can't help them figure out. I'm like, dog, even Google can't help you with this. They're like, well, can I call them? I'm like, you ain't gonna get nobody on the phone.
Yeah, for a second, I was like, what the fuck does T-Mobile have to do with that?
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I was
okay,
like, why
yeah.
did T-Mobile call
No,
you
this
for Google
is-
problems?
This is just technologically illiterate people
I
trying
don't have
to.
to teach people how to use their computer, and even, I ain't even seen the computer. I don't even know what kind of computer it is, and I still gotta teach them how to use that. Like, it's just
Fuck that.
awful.
Yeah, I couldn't do call center.
Fuck all
Don't
that.
ever do it.
As
It's
much as I'm
terrible.
able to like walk people through the phone, but like I'll be so quick just to be like, man, just FaceTime me, because like I need to see what you're seeing.
It is
Yeah.
amazing what people don't do sometimes. And like the troubleshooting path, when I was new, I helped a lady one time. I spent about an hour troubleshooting her phone with her because it wouldn't turn on. I was going through all the steps. And I finally asked the basic question that I didn't want to ask in the beginning, but she said something that kind of jarred me a little bit. And she's like, well, it hasn't worked since I found it. I'm like, what do you mean since you found it? He's like, well, my dog took the phone and I think hid it under my bed, so I haven't seen it for a week. And I was like, ma'am, have you tried charging it? And I'm just like, I just wasted a whole hour of my time. It's like, why was that not the first thing you did?
And you have all their information pulled up and everything, and you can see how old they are, right?
Oh yeah, definitely old.
Definitely an old person.
Like, old people do some strange stuff, man. Like,
Yep.
That and the screamers, the ones who just call all day and are yelling. And I'm like, bro, how have you had 4 hours of your day available to just scream at somebody? Like, I barely have 5 hours a day, 4 hours a day just to be silent and chilled out. It's like you got 4 hours to just be angry and not do nothing else.
It's just like why do they get so mad?
I mean, I get a lot of it, you know, it's people not listening to them or just their issue not being resolved. But it's just like, dog, I would have let it go after the first call, like the first hour. I would have been done at that point. Like, just, you can't hold on to shit like that. Your whole day's ruined then.
Yeah, I am blessed to say I've never had to work at a call center.
Keep it that way.
I did work with food, so I will say that, you know, because some people look at people.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
That shit sucks.
Yeah.
yeah. You ever go somewhere with you get food with the other fat ninja? You gonna see real quick that other side again. He likes fucking with people whenever we ordering food, so it's always a problem.
That what did they say? I don't know who. I think I was talking to I was talking to my sister April, your wife, about y'all podcast, and I forgot what I said, but I was just like, yeah, man. Different type of friends, man. Different type of friends. I said, that's Tim's friend. Like, we could, ain't no way I'm about to buy some food and they throw my food out the window as a joke. I said, that would be immediate not friend no more. Like, that's different types of friends, man. I couldn't hang with that.
Oh, you couldn't have forgiven me if I would have thrown your Korean fried chicken out the window?
Bro, I would have been, you'd have been walking. You'd have been walking somewhere. But, yeah, like, that's one thing I don't play with is food, so...
No, definitely
better than me.
Definitely young and dumb. I wouldn't even do that now because I'm like, food costs too damn much to be throwing it out the window. Like, for real, it'd just be like, I might have spent the last $10 I had on that meal and you just chucked it out the window. You better get the fuck out of here.
It's crazy how expensive food is.
It's terrible now, man.
Oh man,
fuck all that. Speaking of terrible, fucking the world is terrible.
Yes, it is.
See what happened in Southern California?
What happened in California?
They had a hurricane and an earthquake at the same time.
You know, I heard about the hurricanes going on there. I heard people were having hurricane watch parties, and it's just like...
I saw a video of blacks dancing in the middle of the
floodwaters.
I was like, why are they doing this? But like, yeah,
those waters have so much bad shit in them. They about to
so much pollution.
They about to contract a new disease.
They about to have
never been discovered.
They got fish AIDS.
have something, a tentacle growing from their
You have
side.
gill rot. I ain't got gills. Well, you got them now.
Man,
Yeah.
nah, it's just weird because like. California, it gets like the worst weather. It's like good weather like 90% of the time of the year, and then it's like during hurricane season, and they get wildfires and earthquakes, and it's just like it hits them so hard.
But this is the first hurricane that's hit them since I think it was like 1916.
Really?
Yeah.
End of times.
Because they've been having wildfires, right?
There's a bunch of
Wildfires.
wildfires.
Yeah, wildfires.
The hurricane is unusual.
I'm telling you, the instant I would have got a notice that there was going to be a hurricane and earthquake potentially happening at the same time, I would have made sure I wasn't even in California during that time. Like, nope, fuck that house. I'm not here.
Well, where are you going to go? New York? Because now Harlem just hosted their first anti-rat day. Because they got rats the size of Crocs, not crocodiles, but the shoes that white people wear to the grocery store.
Jesus. Got that many rats?
Yeah, they're like cracking down on rats now.
God.
They're like sending out people.
This is why you don't live in gigantic, overcrowded towns, man, because it's like all that trash together, it's going to breed disease in undesirables.
But wouldn't you think they would have better trash service than most states?
Yeah.
Don't you think?
You can't drive.
I mean, they dealt with bed bugs better than fucking Wichita did. So,
God.
like, they almost got that shit under control. Meanwhile, Wichita is still like, oh, well, you know.
I mean, a New York apartment or house, though, is only like as big as this room. So you better be able to get it under control. Like, a room this size in New York would be like $2,500 in rent, probably.
You're being a little generous.
Yeah, you're reading that. It's not like, well, I've never been to New York, so I can't talk. I've never seen how dirty it is, but like I've been to LA. I've been downtown in LA.
It smells the same.
Totally, it smells the same.
It smells the same.
Yeah, and it's like, but I thought LA was pretty clean. You know,
You didn't smell piss everywhere?
I did, yeah.
So
But
there you go.
you know, I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna like.
You can't see it, but you can smell
It's
it.
sterile,
Yeah.
man.
I'm talking like trash. You know,
But you know, that's because LA and New York like to. They see somebody
Tourists.
without a house, they crack open their head and they're like, "Get out of
unless you're on Skid
here!
Row.
You're
you know-
basically a rat."
Yeah.
and they throw them away.
I swear though, like in every movie that's like set in New York, you always just see alleys full of trash. Like there's
Yeah.
never just a clear alley. Like someone's running through an alley, trash cans piled almost as high as the escape ladders.
So is it like do they have issues with their trash service or like what? How do you fix that? Like what brings on rats like besides like trash?
I
Listen,
bet it's
man.
the traffic. They probably can't get the trucks through
No,
quite how they
no,
want,
no.
or it takes forever.
Listen, you're all missing the bigger picture. All right, I have it on good authority that there are mutant turtles that
Okay.
need somebody to train them in the ways of ninja. And they do this from the young age of teenagers.
Okay.
So, who else is going to teach them?
Can the rat teach me?
No. Do you have a shell on your back? Are you a hero in a half shell?
Turtle power.
Is it really a half shell?
Nah, it's a whole shell.
It's
I don't,
a whole
I,
shell.
I don't know why they say half shell.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like the type of turtles that they are, or maybe they act like that because the shell's like too small for them or something.
It looks like a half shell. It looks like because it's over on one side, flat on the bottom.
I just want to know why Shredder never just knocked them on their backs.
I feel like he probably did at one point.
They can't get up.
They have hands.
Nah.
They totally have hands.
They're still turtles.
They could just reach back there. They got ninja training, man.
They'll be all right. They'll be cool.
That's just a whole weird dynamic anyway. Like
Shredder should just move.
this rat has a beef with Shredder, a human being, and vice versa.
It depends on which turtles you're watching because it's different every time why he has the beef with Shredder. Like, you know, in the old one, it was like before he got turned into a rat, his master was a human, and then they kind of went with that with the 2000
Yeah, like
turtles.
Shredder used to be a human and had beef with, or no, not Shredder. Splinter used to be a
Yep.
human and had beef with Shredder,
And then he
got turned into a rat. And then like the live action one was like Splinter's master or owner had a pet rat, and Shredder killed him. So like he wanted to avenge him. So it's a weird.
And that's what they did with the 2003 turtles too. But
Yeah.
then they've done ones where like he was actually like in the comics right now, Shredder was actually like his friend. Like he was a human at one point. He had sons, and then Shredder killed him, his sons and wife and everything, and they got reincarnated into the rats and turtles because I guess karma was like, you know what? I'm gonna send vermin at you.
That is kind of weird. Okay.
Just such a weird way of Oh my god, are Ninja Turtles an isekai?
We were talking about that off mic.
So what's the OG Isekai?
Definitely Digimon.
We
Now,
determined that Digimon is the OG. It started it all.
Now, why did we determine that?
they got sent to another world, man.
Sent to the digital world.
You see, people on the internet were trying to say that what's the show Sword Art Online
Sword Art Online
was the OG Isekai, even though all it is a virtual reality world.
Explain what an isekai is for the people that don't know.
So it's like when animes or shows where you get transported to another world, either you die or some event happens and now you wake up in a magic world and you can use magic or something. Most of them now you get wiped out by one person that emanates Black Air Force energy known as Truck Coon, the white delivery truck that spans all anime and will just knock your ass into a whole new being. And that's literally what happens. Motherfuckers die from it and then they wake up somewhere else as a whole new person, usually as a baby.
But so okay, with that definition, I don't think Digimon counts then.
Well, it's not. It's a very
not.
strict definition because technically there are some isekai. Like there's one that flipped the whole genre on its head, where somebody from a magical world woke up in the normal world.
Yep.
And now they had no powers, and they was just a fucking average Joe. And yeah,
There's all kinds of them out there. Like
it's really just transportation to another realm.
yeah, sometimes you still yourself. Like there's one right now. It's a manga called The Ride-On King about Vladimir Putin. He just has a thing about he has to ride things. Like it's like I don't even know if I can call it a kink, but it's like a kink for him to like dominate something and ride it. And he's like, I've ridden everything here from like tanks to planes. Like when I say that, he's like sitting on top of a fucking plane while it's flying and shit. And then I don't even know how he gets isekai, but he gets to another world and he's like, there's all these animals. I've never rode this before. And dude just starts spazzing out because he just wants to ride shit all day.
And
That's it.
It's starring Vladimir Putin.
Starting Vladimir Putin. And it's an isekai.
Yeah, man, anime is weird, bro.
It's, all you need is a pencil.
I'm watching One Piece right now. Like,
Oh, you're finally doing it.
getting like seriously into it. I think I'm on like episode like 97.
Sure.
But
Okay, that's where I'm
I'm
at.
doing the one pace method.
Okay.
I was going to ask you.
So
to
I'm
One Piece.
definitely skipping episodes.
Did you cry at the? What the fuck was that damn dog's name? But you know the dog, the one who's trying to protect the shop.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
I don't know. I'm at 97. I don't know if that's
Yeah, you've already crossed
If
it.
you're at 97, you're probably
You're approaching Alabasta.
yeah. I'm getting there.
Alabaster.
I'm about to
Scott
run
Pilgrim,
into the
so-
chopper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
I
I've
don't know
heard
about the dog.
One Piece there, and I'm like, I might have to watch that because people talked about like they did whole arcs where they've cut out like 30 or like 3 hours of content because it was just reaction shots of Luffy punching somebody, and then everyone's like,
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
definitely like watching it back to back. I'm definitely catching why it can be shorter. They
let's face it.
they
There's-
take forever to react to one little thing, and the pacing is so bad. I'm like, this is why people make fun of this show because it's like, yeah,
That's
like,
why. That's why nobody believed me at DreamCon when I was like, "Yeah, I started watching One Piece in February and I finished it by May."
you caught up.
They're like,
in
"No,
May.
you didn't."
Yeah.
And it's like, "Yeah, I
take 3
did, bro."
months to
Because
Doing the one pace method, it says it's 40%.
I didn't even do the One Pace method.
You watched every episode.
Like what I did was I was watching it, and if you skip every single intro, outro, and all the fucking recaps that they do, because like the
Yeah.
recap will last like 8 minutes of the fucking episode.
yeah, no,
sometimes.
true.
I'm glad you say that because this is one thing in the big three that pisses me off with anime because, big three is Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece. And the one thing they all have in fucking common is right after the intro video, they want to spend the first 10 minutes damn near the episode recapping everything
But it's
that just
because
happened.
like, wasn't it because like Japanese kids have like way shorter attention spans than American
Well,
kids?
this was like pre-streaming. This was like,
Yeah.
if you're
Yeah.
if
They
you're
want
catching the
views.
episodes and you have to wait like a week or two to get the next one, you might forget.
True. Yeah.
But it's just like, dog, it's like episode 300 now. You shouldn't be watching One Piece if you haven't watched all this other stuff before then. If they don't know what happened back at episode 100, you don't need to be telling them that now. They need to go back.
Yeah.
You're too far ahead.
You guys want to know why I started watching One Piece?
Why is that?
I think Gear 5 is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Gear 5 Luffy is pretty legit. And I was just like,
I still haven't seen it in live action.
I
Gear
gotta
5
figure
is pretty
out.
cool.
I gotta figure out what this is.
I'm waiting.
And like, so I watched like all his different gears and like, yeah, he's pretty. Luffy's pretty OP. He's pretty legit. But I'm also like trying to figure out like who's like because I base everything off of Dragon Ball. Like who's his Vegeta, and I'm pretty sure it's Zoro.
Yeah.
But like, I know the memes is just like he gets lost easily, and I'm starting to see that a lot. And I don't really know how strong he really is.
You're at
right now.
You're at 97.
Yeah, I'm about to. Nami just got sick.
So you.
Yeah, Yeah,
I mean,
You're about to see it.
I honestly would I would say until maybe close around the time skip is probably when it happens there. But Zoro at that moment in time is just like a little bit underneath Luffy in strength. Like Luffy still is taking him, but it's not an easy fight.
Yeah,
because you get to see them fight within the first 100 episodes. They fight each other.
But it's like, but Luffy he has the potential to beat Zoro because Zoro's not that experienced at that point. Once Zoro starts fighting once
he gets his training arc,
yeah, and he starts to figure out where it is he's actually lacking. Zoro is clutch.
I'm looking for the time. I'm like, because I know about the time skip. I know about all his gears, but I'm waiting. I don't even know who the skeleton guy is.
That's actually one of my favorite characters.
You almost did the Brook laugh too there, Badu, because he's just like,
So like, but yeah, watching it, I'm not gonna say it's fun, but like there's moments where I feel like I'm a kid again watching One Piece.
Yeah,
because like I'm like, okay, that was kind of cool.
Shit gets hype,
but like there's also moments where I'm just like, can this go on? Bro. Like literally the episode where Nami gets sick. They drag it out so long to where they're just like, Nami's not sick. She's not sick. And then like, no, she's sick. Y'all can go find a doctor now.
If you think they're dragging that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait till you get to
Skypiea. Jesus fucking Christ.
Skypiea is what made me stop watching. I was like, God, it was so fucking long.
I took a break for 3 weeks because of Skypiea.
I took a break for over 3 years. I still ain't looked back.
That shit was,
It was an ass arc. Like, it was not an interesting one. Like, Eneru is a terrible villain, in all honesty. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, there's a debate out there that Eneru's actually stronger than what people think he is, but because his opponent was Luffy, it was a bad matchup for him.
You see, I have no idea what you're talking about.
You'll
know soon enough.
But it's just like... am I looking forward to it? Like, is it
once you get past Skypiea, it picks back up again, and
that's where I'm at. Like literally, I'm at Water 7 or Marineford right after they come down from Skypiea.
Okay,
and I'm like, if I would just get back on it, I'd probably be all right. But it has been tough to go back to it because I'm like, dog, it's over. It's almost 1,100 episodes, and I'm only on like 200.
Why is there so many episodes? Because
what we just said, they're dragging it out, man.
Because like, is the creator just like he has the stories to tell? Because it's not like there's a lot of characters. There's not that many One Piece. There's not that many characters in One Piece. If you really the Z Fighters, that's like 7 people,
bro. Even
talking about the crew.
The crew is it's like 4 or 5 people.
Yeah, sure,
There's
the crew, but like.
More.
I mean, you've seen all the little side characters they introduced,
but
and every single one of them.
Do they come back?
A lot of them do. Yeah.
I know that Giant Whale. He plays a role further,
and every single one of them has their own individual little arc that they
exactly.
That's what you have to look at the world building versus like. What is Luffy's end game?
I went through that whole like what was it called? Giant. I don't even know
because you already know. You already know what Luffy's end game is.
He wants to be the king of the pirates.
Like that's it.
But that's like a what is it called? It's such an open goal to where it can continue going.
No, it's not. It's not an open goal at all.
He's never going to be king of the pirates or the series win.
You just got to find the One Piece.
That's why it took.
It's like Pokemon. Yeah, I was about to say
Ash
that.
He always lost the championship because they wanted to keep the series going. And now that he's won, there's nothing else for him to do.
But in my opinion, One Piece has a better world than Pokemon.
Does it?
I think so.
Them people built strange as fucking One Piece. One minute you see normal body people, and then here comes dude whose head is the size of Sanji's whole body, but he's got like the body of Usopp, and it's just like, what the fuck is going on here?
And that's also the beauty of One Piece is you don't know what fucking place they're gonna wind up.
I think Pokemon could have got a better rap if they would have aged Ash as they progressed. The fact that he like kind of stays the same. Well, no one really knows if he stays the same age, but he doesn't like grow up.
He could have got a little older, at least make him like 17 or something.
Yeah, I think One Piece they actually progress. Like yeah. So I don't know.
It's like that's part of like why Family Guy kind of fell out of it because it's like they never aged up Stewie.
And The Simpsons.
Yeah, it's like age up the kids.
The technology in the world around them ages up, but they're still
the same.
7-year, 8-year-old. Yep.
That's fair, but You know what'll never get old?
What's that?
These segues to a word from our sponsor.
Ding ding.
And we're back.
I want to say something.
What?
I want to look into the camera and no jokes this time. I said some controversial things on the last episode.
Oh, I wasn't here for that.
And I felt bad when I said it. It wasn't funny. It wasn't it was the wrong place, wrong time. And I was going back editing the episodes and I was like, dang, I did kind of say that. And the death toll from the Maui fires keeps rising. And I feel bad. But
I know what you're talking about now.
I said so. Yeah, it was stupid at the time when I said it. I'm not going to repeat what I said, but I was being insensitive. And there's certain places for jokes like that, and I just want to apologize, because and I donated to a cause. I donated to the cause. I felt that bad that I was like, you know what? I'm going to actually donate to the cause. And
you fucking liberal.
I know. I donate to United Way. I like United Way because they help me out with certain things.
Yeah,
so.
you get chairs from them.
Yeah,
my brother
in a swing set, but that's besides the point. But
blink twice if somebody tried to cancel you.
No.
This sounds 100% like cancel
I
speech.
felt bad when I said it because I was like, Hawaii don't get stuff. Hawaii doesn't get,
Phone is ringing.
It's someone's alarm.
Oh.
It's probably gonna keep going too. But I was like, Hawaii doesn't get stuff like that. And for me to say that joke, it was kind of stupid. And I was like, they don't deserve that. So
Hawaii's been fucked over by this country.
Definitely.
For a very long time.
It's part of this country.
So
because we fucked them into it.
Yeah.
Fair.
So I feel bad for him. And I hope my donation does something for it goes to the right people, because they're suffering out there. And thoughts and prayers. The death toll just keeps on rising. It's kind of sad. So
is the fires are they still happening, or is it done and they're rebuilding?
I think they're just trying to find people now at this point.
You know who did all of it? It's Oprah Winfrey.
No.
Oprah Winfrey.
I thought this man was about to say aliens or something.
I thought he was going to blame Biden.
Oprah Winfrey caused the Maui fires.
Why is that?
I have proof.
Why is that?
I have absolute proof.
I'm actually curious now.
All right.
I'm glad you said Oprah Winfrey. I'm gonna let you do that, but I got something about her too.
You said you're glad or you're not glad?
No, I'm glad that you brought her up there because I saw something interesting about her.
Yeah, me too. Because fuck Oprah Winfrey. She
Why?
A bitch who preys on the downfall of black people. Happens all the time.
Okay.
I mean, she rich black person. You gotta.
I don't care for Oprah. I couldn't.
People.
I couldn't tell you.
I don't like to quote Royce the 5'9" because it's Royce the 5'9", but when he said, "Who be hoping you fail?" Oprah and Gail. He was right about that. Okay. He was right about that. So anyway, check it out. Here's the deal. We got to look back into 2017.
All right, lead us, Sam.
I can't find the goddamn tweet, but it was some place where Oprah Winfrey was buying up a lot of... Oh, here we go. I found it. So in 2017, Oprah Winfrey was buying up a bunch of land near her Montecito mansion. Mm-hmm. All right.
That's in Hawaii?
I don't know where it's at. Probably not with a name like that. Anyway, what happened there was a deadly fire broke out. Guess whose property was untouched? Oprah Winfrey. What did she do right after the fire? She bought another 70 acres to expand her land. All right? Mm-hmm. Now check it out. 2023. Oprah Winfrey buys 520 acres in Hawaii, in Maui specifically.
Wow.
And then later on buys another 330 acres. And then another 20 acres of land.
Is Oprah about to own Hawaii? Is she about to just buy all this land on the low?
And so in the last few years, she's gone from 100 acres of land in Maui to over 1,000 acres. And then out of nowhere, a fire comes and just burns down all these homes. But her land stays untouched,
Nah.
even though it's near her shit.
How does that happen? How does that even work?
Oprah's starting the fires.
Who needs 1,000 acres of land?
And
Well,
whole-
she about to have
Maui.
another 1,000.
But
She
what
about
is
to own that whole fucking island,
she's
bro.
about to own Maui.
She's gonna rename Maui to own or some shit.
Gonna be like her TV channel.
That is a good question. What are you doing with that much land?
She's gonna name it to Owie.
Slaves.
Oprah Winfrey Island.
Oprah about to start reverse slavery. You know, they showed her house that she got from her family before, and like her house was so big that to get from the front of the drive, like from the front of her driveway to like her house,
You run out
was
of
so
gas.
long you couldn't walk. Like she had to take a cart because it was like a several minute walk to get back to her house.
Who needs that? Who wants
No
that?
one. Like he's like, oh, I have all these grounds for what? You can't even see it all. I don't need so much land that if I walk outside, I can't see it all.
See, you get mad at Papa Elon for the stuff he does.
It's not
I
just
get
Elon.
mad. I get mad at Oprah for that.
I get mad at every billionaire.
Is she a billionaire?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Last I checked.
Speaking of Papa Elon,
Inherited billions.
y'all see he's getting rid of the block button.
He can't.
Why do you say
He
that?
tried, but he can't.
He said, y'all aren't blocked.
Why do you say that?
He has to abide by the Google Play Store and the App Store's regulations on like privacy.
Ah.
And so he can't. He was just like,
Yeah.
no, all of you need to stop blocking me. It's bad for my self-esteem. And please stop. I'm going to take away the block button. And now he can't.
I like how he was trying to justify the muting someone over blocking someone.
Whatever.
Which I didn't know there was a thing because I'm not on
60% of his followers are bots. So you can suck a fucking dick. Yeah, like someone took a look at it, and I think it was like 61% of all of his followers have never tweeted once.
I mean, just be like Tom and just make everybody be your friend already. Damn it, shit.
Wait, does he do that though? When you start a new Twitter X account,
I don't
I ain't
know.
friends
doesn't
with
he automatically like? That'd be crazy.
I don't know.
him. I mean, Tom was
Tom
doing it.
did do that.
He didn't have a choice.
He
Like,
hella had friends. You're right.
And now he's just on his own.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
just doing whatever, man.
man
Like,
is-
he got his money.
Rolling dolly.
MySpace had us out here coding, and we didn't even know what the fuck we were doing, but somehow we all knew how to do it.
Zanga had us Cody.
Yep. Zang.
Zanga's had us Cody.
He's like, all right. I'm like, you come to my page. I got Venom, Spider-Man.
It's gonna take a minute to load up because I got so much stuff going on. But yeah, the music's always gonna play first. It's always gonna be loud, and you can't control the volume.
There's this one bitch I knew in middle school, and as soon as you open up her fucking MySpace page, it was, what the fuck was it?
Was it like ghetto SpongeBob?
No, man, it was
You.
the fucking I got a pocket for the sunshine. I got a love. It was like immediate. It was just
Yep.
I was
Music
like,
low
well,
first.
I'm blocking you.
Yep.
I remember Top Friends. Like, that shit started real beef.
Oh yeah,
It was
top
8,
five.
right?
Top
Yeah.
8. Yeah.
People will be pissed. Who told you could remove me from? Like, girls come up to you like, bitch, I don't know you like that. Like,
It's crazy.
it was wild.
I'm trying to think of the next social media that's gonna be that important.
BlackPlanet.com coming back,
No,
y'all.
it's definitely not.
It's coming back.
GeoCities is gonna rise from the grave.
Farmville again.
Everybody's gonna have their own blogs.
Kids are. I was talking to your kids again about school, and they were talking about how they can't carry backpacks anymore, and they have to wear name tags.
What?
No. I was talking to a high schooler on how they have to wear name tags now, and I was talking to your kids about how they have to put their phones in their locker, and I was just like, wait a minute, we couldn't wear backpacks, we had to wear our name tags, and we couldn't have our phones out
Where the
during
fuck did
school.
you go to
I
school?
don't know what you're talking about. I wore my backpack in the class.
Yeah.
Well, no, okay, I will say this.
Where'd you go?
Like the first, I went to Southeast.
St. Jude's?
No.
They want them wearing string backpacks.
The first year we couldn't wear backpacks. We had to use our lockers, and then we started doing construction to where they was like, okay, you can carry your backpacks because construction might block your way to your locker. But like phones, we can never have phones out, even during lunch, even during our free time, we couldn't have our phones out.
It was gone.
Exactly. But so I was like, wait a minute, y'all get to have y'all phones, and then like. Name tag, that just seemed like a security thing. Like, yeah, shouldn't you want to wear
you're talking about badges.
Yeah, like your badge.
They had to have.
Oh, like my name is. Yeah. Your student ID. Your student ID.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta have your student
that.
ID.
Yeah, we had to wear badges.
We all just kept them in our pockets because you was a square if you actually wore it.
Exactly.
But, like, now they make sure that like you actually go to the school, you gotta have it out and on.
That's tame compared to what I saw. I drove by East yesterday.
Oh boy. East probably got metal.
What was you doing at East?
I was driving by it on my way to work because I work downtown. Fuck you.
True.
Anyway. No, I was scouting.
Yeah.
I wanted the next generation of bitches to. I was like that dude in that Isekai who's the gynecologist, the 16-year-olds.
High schoolers.
I keep getting older. They stay the same age, man. All right. Anyway, shut up. Fucking pedophile.
No. You said it.
You PDF file.
I threw the pitch. You hit the home run.
I did too. And I'm about to hit another home run. Soon as they reach graduate. No, it's terrible. That's horrible. It's jokes. No, I was driving by and the students were lined up outside in like 90-something degree weather because they was waiting for the metal detectors.
Oh, wow.
High school. Had a lot of shooting.
They got metal detectors.
Yes.
East has had a lot of shooting, so I'm not surprised by that.
That's rough.
I was like, damn.
We're not some like New York school. What is this?
Like, I used to joke about school being
East is
like
the
a
most
prison.
inner city school here in the city, man. Like, it's smack dab in the middle of the
hood. It's on the east side.
Exactly.
No, it's not.
Northeast was the only other one, but I mean, Northeast was like smart kid school. You couldn't just get into a magnet, so like... Unless you was that smart hood kid that like pretended he wasn't smart.
Why is East called East? It's west of I-135.
It's on the east side.
It's west of I-135.
Why is Southeast called Southeast? When it's way...
Broadway is the
it's
divider.
Still Southeast.
Broadway's the divider though, isn't it?
It's west of Broadway.
At least our schools isn't like them like
it is east of Broadway.
New York schools where it's like PS 126 and PS 129. Like,
sorry, I missed out on that. At
least our high schools make sense.
Cardinal directions. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
metal detectors. Wow. If your high schools have metal detectors, let us know in the comments because that's new to me.
Metal detectors and clear backpacks.
The amount of stuff that's happening now, I'm not surprised they're doing it. Do I hate that that's happening? Yeah, because some of these kids feel downtrodden on because of that. But I mean, it's to protect them. But it's just like, it's just one of those things that as much as we say we want to do gun reform and everything, there's like yeah, you could start doing more mental health checks on people getting guns. The problem necessarily, though, ain't the people getting the guns now. Some of it's the people who already have them. And it's like, what are you going to do at that point? Like, I think if we're going to do anything different, mental health check before getting a firearm, and then you have to do it like every few years, go in for testing just to see where your mental health is at the time there. Because like that can't be a one and done thing. Tom might be cool today, but Tuesday he ready to light a motherfucker up.
He'd be cool enough to get that gun.
You can develop new shit, new mental health disorders all the time.
Right? They're constantly coming out. Man, y'all want to hear us about something else crazy going on in Wichita? Well, not really Wichita, but Park City today. Oklahoma police are in Park City right now.
Why?
Digging at Raiders' old property because the Park City bought it a long time ago and owned it, and they tore it down. But I guess there's potentially some links they've been following to a Oklahoma murder, and I believe they think he might have buried a body there.
That's just what he wants to.
Yep.
That's exactly what he wants. It's for them to find another body so they can pull him out of jail, have him go to court again, and everybody has to see his stupid fucking face right before he dies.
And they can't kill him. Yeah.
Nope.
That's exactly what he wants.
Should have just put him on the Suicide Squad, man. I'm telling you, we need a Suicide Squad. Forget the lethal injections and everything.
We do have a Suicide Squad. It's called the Army.
I know, but like these guys are forced in. Like they ought. I mean, you can't trust them around everybody there, but it's just like, they ought to just drop them into like the most war torn area where like boots on the ground, bullets are flying instantly.
We just need a battle royale.
Leave them there.
See, but there's no money to be made on that. That's why we have PMCs.
Twisted Metal tournament.
Do battle royale, exactly. You get the top 20 most wanted criminals are in jail, and you
just have
them fight to the death.
What does the winner get?
Freedom.
Oh, so the most ruthless, deadly motherfucker gets just rolled the streets.
If statistics are true, they'll be right back in the system.
This man who just fed somebody his own nipples, and you're like, yeah, you can go to McDonald's.
Killer off.
Well, that's why you gotta even the odds and get how they did in Battle Royale 2 and get like trained killers to like even the odds. Like I'm military, I'm ex-Marines, but if they die, then it's all hope is lost.
I think it's so funny that to Japan that was like a fantasy idea.
Yeah.
But to America, that's just reality.
Kids are just too bad that they gotta get put to a battle of the death.
No. I meant the whole like, I was ex-military, now I'm getting paid to do this. It's like, nah, that's real life. In America,
right.
We just hire these dudes who like are probably fucking insane, and we're like, all right, do these black ops real quick.
Yep.
I mean, I've always said you gotta have like at least something a little bit loose with you to go overseas there, and it's not to disrespect the troops or anything like that.
Nah, fuck the troops.
Not everybody is capable of murder, so it's just like you can call it self-defense and everything, but you are taking a life, and that, from what I've understood with a lot of people, that shit sticks with you. You take lives, you see lives around you get taken, and it's just like they don't come back here normal. I had a friend that he was over in Iraq. He has a tattoo because of his best friend stepped on a landmine, got blown to pieces right next to him, and it's just like, how do you go back to everyday life? Like, it's almost like the ones who got it together, they concern me more, because it's like, how are you able to look past shit like that?
Well, it's like Cotton Hill. In King of the... I killed 50 men.
Bragging about killing 50 people.
Could you guys kill a person?
It really depends.
No, you ain't
it
getting
really
me to incriminate
depends.
myself on here.
I would say
It's
no.
not incriminating.
You'll play that back later.
You have the power to kill someone.
I would say no, but it really depends.
Like life or death. Like it's your life or theirs.
Oh, absolutely. Then
I think
it's life or death.
I think if it was my own life, that's like 50-50. But let's say somebody killed you, Kyle. Would I kill them?
No, I wouldn't want you to. I wouldn't want you to.
I might do it.
No, that's dumb.
I might
He
do
said
it.
he's doing it.
Nah,
They just left Pharaoh without a father.
he has a lot of loving people in his life. He'll be fine.
Now, if it was Jeff Bezos, would I do it? Yeah, absolutely. I would do it without hesitation.
Oh, if Jeff Bezos killed me?
No, if Jeff Bezos just existed, I'd be like...
He's like, fuck you. I don't care if you gave me Amazon. 2-day delivery isn't a real thing anymore.
Yeah. No, I don't think I have the power to kill someone. I couldn't do it. If they killed my son, like point blank, I'm not like about to be Liam Neeson and just fight them, or John Wick. I can't do that. Probably off myself, anything. Like, I just don't want to live after that.
That just took a whole different turn.
Now you're just committing murder on yourself.
No, I'm just saying, like,
taking a lot. You answered his question.
He said, yeah, I could take a life.
He said he'll kill for me, though. Don't kill for me.
If I was mad enough at somebody, it probably could happen, but I'd have to be very, very upset at someone. Like, I think that the world is going to be a better place without you in it, kind of thing. Not like because nowadays people are so quick to shoot and be mad. They'd be like, oh, he embarrassed me in front of some girls, I'm going to shoot him. No, that's basic shit there. Like, something where I'm like, you are not going to, like, if someone like who's tormenting my family or something like that, it's like, you're not going to keep getting away with this there. So I keep plans in my head for certain people. That's all I'm going to say.
Wait, what?
I'm kind of scared now.
Y'all are fine.
We got to put Tim back in the corner.
In the furniture.
Yeah, keep him off the couch.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Because as much as... No, I'm not going to go there. Because y'all already think I'm...
Think you're what?
Nothing.
No.
Okay, as crazy as... Let's say, what was Marilyn Manson? What was the guy who ate people? Jeffrey Dahmer. He still had people who were just like, yeah, I love him, you know?
Oh yeah, they got like hella wives after.
Yeah, and it's just like, you crazy. Like, so it's like,
You know who I feel
who's
bad
crazier,
for?
though?
Who do you
Them or the
feel-
women?
Both.
They're both.
Bitches by default are crazy. That's just... So...
I'm
He ain't
sorry.
lying.
I'm sorry, women. Y'all are the ones out here. It's not all of y'all, but there are definitely ones out there who get wet at the idea of having them a dude who's quick to shoot or kill. And there's
Dudes
something
do
wrong
it
with y'all for
too.
That is not a turn on.
Dudes do it too.
Dude, I ain't never.
Yes, they do. Think of
damn, I
how
love
many
me a girl with
dudes be out
steps.
here jerking off to Harley Quinn just because she's a crazy bitch who just goes out and kills motherfuckers.
But she ain't real though.
The idea of her exists.
The idea exists. True. There's
I can guarantee you if there were more female serial killers who weren't busted ass Eileen Warnos,
Are there?
people would be in it.
Are there famous female serial killers?
You're right.
There's Eileen Warnos.
You're right. Was it Casey Anthony?
But Casey Anthony
Anthony's
had
a
people
good-
riding for her.
Exactly.
But it was just like her. It was just her kid, though. Like right, like
But still, you still killed. You killed your kid.
murderer.
Like,
Yes.
yeah,
but
it's
I'm
still
like,
still
And
murder.
left her in the trunk to go out clubbing.
I
Yeah.
feel like serial killer though means like you've killed multiple people.
Yeah, but that's
pretty
strangers
bad.
though.
That's- yeah.
No, that's terrible.
But
No,
let
absolutely.
but letting
they-
your baby cook in the trunk for like weeks.
And then you're
That's-
still over here supporting her just because she's hot.
Did they ever find her?
Casey Anthony? Yes, they took her to jail, or they took her to court,
Good.
and they let her off.
Yeah.
What?
She got
Yes,
off, I thought.
she got off.
Yeah.
Ooh, I remember.
Thanks
that
to-
whole
who was
case
it?
a whole way differently. I thought they lost her and couldn't find her.
I think the lawyer's name was like Jose Baez or some shit.
Oh my God.
He got her off. He's the modern day Johnny Cochran.
I have to remember his name if I ever need some help. Is that man? Ooh.
Yeah, there's people out there.
See, you want to come attacking women. Anyway,
You feel bad for her. You were saying.
what's his name, man? The fucking guy, the dude who like everyone. They based the Texas Chainsaw Massacre off of him.
Oh, I don't know.
The fuck
I
is
don't know
his?
his actual name.
I didn't know his actual name. I forgot that was like based off of real events.
Okay, give me a second. You guys talk about.
Well, as he looks that up, this game is sponsored by the Texas Chainsaw Massacre video game. You can own it today. You can get it on Game Pass, and it's available on the other systems too.
That's the budget we have for chainsaw noises.
Exactly.
Anyway, Ed Gein. Ed Gein was his name. He only actually killed one person, but okay, he did make a lot of furniture out of people's skin. It was people he found in cemeteries and dug up their bodies, and like that's fucked up. But for the most part, he was basically just like Brett, but like
Is it always with Brett?
but like earlier on, and I don't mean that in like a shitty way, but like here's the deal. Ed Gein wanted this sounds bad about Brett. Hold on. If we can edit that out, I hope we can. But because this is gonna sound phobic in a type of way, but I don't mean it like that. Ed Gein just wanted to be a woman.
Yes.
And he grew up in a time where that was not okay. You could not do that.
Yes.
And so, he would dig up women and he would cut off their vaginas and titties and he'd wear them around his house. And,
Yeah.
like that's fucked up. That's very fucked up.
Yeah.
But he didn't kill those women. He was just a dude who was like, he wanted to be a certain, and he was obviously fucked up in the head.
Yeah.
Like he should have been institutionalized. But for him to get this rap as this like dangerous serial murderer who chopped people up and wore their skin, it's like he didn't do that. He just dug up bodies no one was using anymore and found a use for.
You were so good until that end. You were so good until the very end. That's line is where I was like, oh man, you lost me there.
I'm just.
I mean, I have to keep it real at the
pussies
end of
and
it.
vaginas around the house.
But okay,
He had a
let's-
shoebox full of vaginas. There was like 10 of them in there. That's a lot.
Let's be honest. Well, let's not be honest. Well, okay, yeah, for them, for the skin and body parts and all that stuff to still be attached, they had to be some, I would say,
They were fresh.
fresh bodies.
They
yeah,
were fresh.
Yeah, they're. It's not like he was digging up someone from like the 1800s and
Yeah.
cutting them because they would have been long gone.
Like, again, he was fucked up.
Yeah,
He was fucked in the
yeah,
head.
definitely.
But at the end of the day, if he would have just been born like 80 years later, he could have just, gotten some fake titties and he would have been cool.
Like, bro, couldn't have just went and got a pocket pussy and just cut off?
They
the
didn't
front?
have pocket pussies back then.
Nope, they just had a tub of lard.
A pocket pussy was, a watermelon you left out in the sun for a few
You
hours.
could have got a glove. And
You cut a
couple
hole in it.
sponges. They got kits now. where
They
you
didn't
get
have gloves.
Dollar Tree pocket.
He had
pussies.
gloves.
They
What do you
have
mean?
gloves.
He was a sanitized man. He wore gloves when he cut up the bodies.
Nah,
That's awful.
he just rubbed some dirt in it.
Nah,
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know he was that sick and that crazy. I knew the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was based off of true events, but I didn't know it was all like that.
He did have a nipple lampshade. Yeah,
That is kind of crazy.
yeah.
How do you have a job where you go and see shit like that and then you come back home normal either? Like, we talking about if I had to go in this house, I don't think I'd be right ever again, truthfully. Like, just staring at shit like that. Like,
But you got to be a weird person to like just want to.
like crime scene investigators.
Yeah, like they're like Barry Allen. Like he's the Flash, but he's probably seen some sick things, and he's like, yeah.
Just off of the reverse.
You got to be a
flashlight
certain
going
type of
on.
person to want to do that job.
You're right.
Just like being an exterminator, you got to have a really deep connection with what you're like. Ain't no way I'm going in a roast infested house.
How much money they got to pay you to roach infest the house to exterminate?
Yeah, I'm not.
How
I'm
much
not
money
doing
will
it.
make you do it?
Apparently, those people who clean up suicide scenes make a lot of fucking money.
Sure they
Yeah,
do.
Because it's all hazard pay.
I mean, just the people who do the suicide hotline, the fact that they only get paid like $20 an hour, it's like, it ain't like it's a commission. Like, you're like, well, we'll pay you more if they live after the call.
How many
It's
lives
like,
you done saved?
bro, it's like that is terrible on your mental health.
Yeah.
I was interviewing a library employee, and she's one of the people who select the books, and she's also one of the person who gets to burn the books or heat the books up to kill the bed bugs. And she took me back to the burner, the oven. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, you stay away from me.
But she was showing me the contaminated quarantine books, and she's just picking them up, handling it all like it was in a plastic bag. But
Wow.
I'm over here just filming her. I'm just like, you just like naturally just dope. Like ain't no way I'm doing this job. Like
Right.
you got to be a certain type of person to want to do something like that.
That
They're
is
too afraid of the bag ripping because it's like, dude,
Exactly.
bugs are no joke to get out of a house.
the one animal I will happily just genocide.
I don't understand how bed bugs happen.
I couldn't stop.
don't serve a purpose.
I couldn't stop killing them.
How does that like? Are they just like normal roaches and they just be turning into bed bugs? Like, how does,
No, bro, they're their own bug.
yeah, but like how? Where do they come from?
Hell.
Yeah.
It's like
All the
it's like
earthquakes happened and they crawled up from hell.
it's like okay, I
Basically.
was sitting in the grass for too long. Now I gotta like how do they even happen?
They're just parasites.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
it's weird.
There's tons of parasites that exist in nature. I think of
Fucking
ticks.
Chiggers, man.
Why do ticks exist?
Yeah,
Why do fleas exist? They're just parasites.
So many things that just bite you and make you itchy, and it just seems like that's all that they do.
Mm-hmm.
See, things don't have to have a
But we were
reason.
supposed to be outside, right? So you wouldn't have to worry about bed bugs if you didn't have no fucking bed.
That's not how that works.
That's absolutely how it works.
It's
If we would have
not.
been in nature as God intended, we wouldn't have to worry about them.
It's not how that works. They just be called something else.
Probably.
They just be called bugs. Like, bugs.
We wouldn't even pay attention to what they are. Like, oh, look at the bug. Other bug.
Bugs.
Squishy bug. And the worst part, you ever squish one, they are so full of blood.
Yeah.
Like, I've had to kill, like, at a time when I had them in my house because a trifling ass friend of mine washed clothes at my house and did not tell me she had bed bugs.
That's fucked up.
And I squished one against the wall and so much fucking blood came out of that thing. And I'm like, you can't even just straight up kill them because then you just got blood stains everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Like, I had to go get powder. I had to get bags for my mattresses. Like, it is a whole ordeal. You can get rid of them yourself. And there was a dude at T-Mobile at one point. He ain't there no more. He brought them in the call center. And so T-Mobile had to pay for people to get their houses clean because we kept having to find them in the pods because this nasty motherfucker. And when I say nasty, this dude was actually nasty. Like, I seen him walk out the bathroom, not wash his hands, and then eat the shit underneath his nails.
Well, yeah, I work at the public library, so... But we get checked every quarter, so
I mean, there's somewhere where you know that it might happen, so like you're on guard for it. You don't be on guard for that kind of shit at the call center.
Yeah.
You know what? Turns out I could kill somebody. If you came to the podcast with bed bugs in the library, I would kill you.
I remember when you went through it.
Your life would be over.
When you went through it.
And then you have to kill them with heat, so like you got to crank your heat fucking up to try to scare them out and shit.
House
so, like,
heat ain't enough, man.
You're just uncomfortable all the time.
Yeah. Well, hate to end on that note, but
well, let's end on a good note. I saw this video on Twitter, or it was YouTube. It was one of the two because we brought up Barry Allen earlier, and it was a little clip where someone dubbed over the Reverse Flash, and he was like, "You remember when you were making out with your crush, and then as soon as she went to touch your hand, you came in your pants? It was me, Barry. I jerked you off at lightning speed, so it looked like you came at a woman's touch."
I love that video.
Reverse Flash he's a funny villain.
Yeah.
No,
He's a villain because he's obsessed with Barry Allen.
Yeah.
He just loves Barry Allen. He likes Barry Allen that much that he wants just to ruin his life. That's all it is.
He's so mad that Barry will not like him back.
Yeah, that's all it is.
That he just was like, I'm gonna kill your mom.
I'm gonna
put your dad in prison.
Exactly.
I'm gonna kill your wives. I'm gonna push you down those fucking stairs every time you go. And this is shit he does. Like, he's petty. He is mad petty.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, you remember when your sandwiches never had mayo from McDonald's? It was me, Barry. I scraped that shit off the bun.
Yep. Well, that was a better note, I guess.
Oh, yeah. And for all our people out there that are struggling with your mental health too, just remember you are beautiful, you are loved, and if you don't feel that way, keep an ugly friend around and you will feel that way.
What if you're the ugly friend?
Well, get another ugly friend.
You had me wait till the end. But if you got an extra, Maui's burning, y'all, thanks to Oprah. So
fucking Oprah.
Donate to your local, not local, but donate to local, some charity to help Maui out. They're still finding people or looking for people, and it's one of those things you just don't hear or see every year. Unlike Florida, where they get hurricanes like all the time.
Well, you're gonna start seeing it every year.
What if Oprah's keeping some of the missing people?
I mean, she has 1,000. They probably can't go search her land.
Probably. Unless she permits it.
She's putting them to work.
Yep.
In the meantime, if you want to donate to a real worthwhile cause, you can donate to me.
All right.
Or the All Points Podcast.
Yeah, he's gonna be busting it wide open on the OnlyFans.
Nope.
Come there for that and Jonathan's feet.
Anyways, this has been All Points Podcast. You've been checked in with the freshest crew. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook. Is there ETA of the Big Black Sack video?
Not an ETA, but
all right.
We'll get those cranked
Just know it's coming soon. Our DreamCons episodes are out now. Well, one of them is, and then the rest of the episodes are out. Go check them out on YouTube.
Patreon will be coming soon too.
Yep.
Give us your money so we can go to more conventions.
We got merch. Merch coming.
You got to do it. Otherwise, we can't do this cool content.
Exactly.
We will stop. We will quit.
we need a Hennessy fountain, and y'all gonna supply
You,
it.
you see who's all here right now.
Yep.
You don't want another one of these.
Everybody else is gone.
So donate money so we can be more energetic and want to come to these shows.
We couldn't pay our driver this week.
Right. But yeah.
Midwest helicopter ran out of fuel. We couldn't fuel it up. Okay. This is Sam, aka Scarcity.
Tim, sometimes on the furniture.
And this is Kyle.
And we
are
Out of here.